The term cargo cult first referred to an instance in which the U.S. military, during World War II, briefly established a strategic camp on the island Tanna, which is part of Vanuatu. The islanders came to believe that these visitors, who brought food and industrial riches, were gods. When the U.S. left, the people of Tanna constructed totemic recreations of planes and other hardware, hoping that these objects of worship would cause the military to return. And in the sections of major cities, which were once vibrant bohemian areas, cargo cults continued to thrive. The people who gentrified these neighborhoods and created buildings whose exorbitant rents forced out artists and musicians longed for the things that were no longer there and believed they could bring them back. They built coffee shops, used clothing stores, and cold water flats, and prayed that these artists and musicians would return. Yet this never happened, as the coffee cost $5 a cup, the used clothing cost more than a new wardrobe, and the rents for the cold water flats were astronomical. So the charade continued, with these worshippers setting aside Sunday mornings for regimented hootenannies, in which they would sit in organized rows and recite poetry, snapping their fingers at specific times. To this day, they continue to hoard items with their vast wealth, believing that ownership of a signed first edition of Allen Ginsberg's Howl will cause them to suddenly develop artistic abilities of their own. Occasionally, a sociologist will visit these areas, documenting the actions of these people who long for things their wealth cannot provide. Meanwhile, in other places with cheap rents, cheap clothing, and inexpensive coffee, artists and writers create their work until another group of cultists force them out and once again engage in their strange rituals.